Hello everyone, welcome to this week's crystal channeling. Powerhouse crystal today, Azurite in Malachite. So this is Azurite, the blue crystal here that has formed naturally with Malachite. This is a natural formation. It's found this way often. And really powerful crystal, amazing crystal for activating and strengthening psychic abilities, as well as helping to heal mindset. And just as a side note, for those of you out there, my professional psychics, professional intuitives, professional healers out there. This was one of my badass crystals that I would always use in New York City when I was doing my crystal therapy sessions. I was referred to oftentimes as the healer's healer because I'd see a lot of healers, a lot of psychics who would come to see me for, what they refer to as energy rebalancing, energy clearing, which was one of my specialties, but also for some nurturing and restorative work for the third eye chakra, because your third eye chakras are working all the time. I know my tribe. You guys are always tuned in to that third eye chakra energy in terms of your clairvoyance, your clairaudience, your psychic abilities, your intuition, and also working them in service to others. And what oftentimes happens, just really quickly, is the third eye chakra, with our chakra systems, they can go excessive or deficient. When we talk about chakras being out of balance, this is what we're referring to, either too much energy flowing through or too little, which creates imbalance. And what I saw happening a lot with pro psychics is you're working your third eye chakra so much that it starts to become really excessive, a lot of energy flowing through there. And then you start to get symptoms of third eye burnout, which manifest in such a way that it feels or seems like your third eye chakra is blocked or diminished in its capabilities. And so oftentimes people will be like, oh, it's blocked, it needs to be cleared. And it's like, actually, it's excessive. There's too much energy flowing through. And I have found again and again and again, Azurite or the Azurite and Malachite combination, placing that on the third eye chakra, usually for about 20 to 30 minutes on average, just laying down, relaxing, helps to shift that energy balance to a more balanced flow, so that you're operating at full capacity, so to speak, again. So little healing tip for my fellows out there, my fellow psychics, my fellow healers. And now, we are going to drop into the channeling, see what happens here today. Woo! Just felt a whole flow of energy all through here. Azurite is definitely one of those high frequency crystals that moves more quickly, in terms of its vibration, in terms of its energy emission. And interestingly enough, I'm also feeling a connection to the heart and to the heart center, which I'm attributing more to the malachite that's present in this specimen. Really feeling these two chakras fire up, stimulate, activate, having trouble talking, which is always a sign that a lot of energy is moving through. And I'm definitely feeling my third eye chakra expand. And also, interestingly enough, the throat and the heart are sort of expanding. And the message I'm receiving is it's expanding to help sustain the expansion, which again is interesting. That sort of ties into what I was talking to before. When we've got so much energy flowing through, but the rest of the system isn't expanded to support that. This is where you start to go into imbalance. But I'm feeling a really nice synergy here. With this energy. And one of the things that's coming through is this is a crystal of truth. Interesting. This is a crystal of truth, perceiving the truth, seeing the truth through veils of, time, distance, realm, information, absolutely, but also seeing the truth of ourselves, our situation, our possibilities, what's happening around us, what's happening in the people around us. and being really kind of in alignment with that. It's saying that it kind of it pulls the veils, or it shifts the veils, or removes the veils of illusion, so that we can really see things for what they are, and also perceive other possibilities, other ways of doing that. This is a very opening and expansive crystal that opens us up to the realm of other ideas, possibilities, ways to perceive things, ways of seeing things. You know, and it's interesting because for years I have referred to this crystal as the out-of-the-box crystal, you know, the visionary crystal, being able to see things outside of the box, live outside of the box, you know, envision new ways of being, new things of doing. You know, this is a fantastic crystal for inventors. But again, what's really lovely is with that Malachite connection, again, I'm feeling that alignment with the heart, which means it's about truth, again, perceiving truth, seeking out truth, you know, these new ideas and you know, everything else, but from this place of glory, from this place of, you know, life-affirming love, and the word beneficence is coming through. So this is certainly, for those of you who are seeking to develop, activate, enhance, strengthen your psychic abilities, your intuition, your creative thought process, your inventor, you know, the inner inventor as well is all there, part of that chakra. This is a crystal par excellence. This is a crystal that you definitely want to work with. But again, that connection, grounding it in the heart, means, you know, that it's coming from a loving place. So, you know, we're seeking to improve ourselves, our lives, the world. You know, it's coming from that perspective, as opposed to power gain or power shift, or you know, whatever negative connotations people might want to bring up with work of this kind. I feel like that's just sort of being negated by this connection, by this process, and it's actually really very refreshing, because, you know, for myself, I can say, you know, I'm in the middle of a move. I've got a program. My spring Pro Crystal Healer program is launching. You know, I'm still carrying and teaching the current program, and there's all kinds of things going on. So it's mind work, you know, checking off the to-do lists, organizing things, keeping on top of things. Which can be really draining and really tiring. And again, I think this is coming back to, you know, all that excessive energy. What I'm feeling now is I'm feeling more spaciousness, more expansiveness, more inspiration, if you will. Like, I'm just feeling this opening and this connecting, which feels like a fresh, cool breeze. It's actually really lovely, and really restorative and healing, and just fantastic. And, you know, I'm also feeling some pressure in my ears. And again, I feel this relates to clairaudience, which I freely admit I tend to block. For me personally, clairaudience, I find it very unsettling sometimes, so I prefer to roll with my clairvoyance, my claircognizance, my clairsentience, which I absolutely couldn't live without, my empathic ability, which I absolutely couldn't live without. But again, I'm feeling kind of that push, like it's time to stop blocking that, you know, because it's holding you back in your own evolutionary process. And okay, I agree. We'll take it slowly, however. So anyway, but yeah, so this is all the energy that's flowing through. And one of the things that it's saying is, you know, what it will spark for you in working with this crystal is very individual, based on where you are right now, your process, your path, what can be of highest service to you at this time. But certainly for those of you who are feeling stuck, who are feeling blocked, or who are seeking, you know, more openness and expansiveness into yourself and your greater abilities. And also for those of you who feel like you're in situations where perceiving the truth, either within yourself or within other people or within a situation, you know, being able to get a real handle on what's the reality of this situation. Like, what, you know, what am I not seeing? This is also a really beneficial crystal, and it's showing me that two of the best ways to work with it is either like this, the way it is right now. I'm just holding it here in my palm, or placing it on the third eye and laying down, because it's saying so either in meditation, you know, holding it like this, or placing it on the third eye, and as I said, laying down, because it's saying there's a certain receptivity and restfulness that is required when working with this crystal in order for the energy to really flow effectively. Because again, if we're in our heads a lot, and if we're trying to direct the experience, and if we're trying to, bring in that, answer, that bit of guidance or whatever it might be, again, there's a lot of excessive energy, which creates tension, which creates blockage. That's definitely something I teach in my program. So again, coming through, it's like you need to be in a receptive state where you can relax, where you can let your mind float. You don't have to focus on anything. Give yourself permission to not focus on anything for 5 minutes. Just let yourself float. Let the energy come in and do its thing, and boom, you'll start to feel that refreshing expansiveness. And I'm now feeling the channeling winding down. So, woo! I love that one. I feel like that just put me right back on track. That's great. So that is Azurite in Malachite. So I hope that was of service to you guys. And please do keep watching. I've got more channelings coming. So take care, all.